Selfish mode. Hey there. It's the middle of the week, and maybe everything around you is moving. Messages are coming in. People are talking. Calendars are filling up. Notifications are lighting up like everybody needs attention. The world is busy as hell, and somehow you still feel alone. Not because nobody is around. That is the confusing part. There are people around. There are coworkers, friends, family, group chats, strangers in coffee shops, faces on screens, voices in the background. There is noise everywhere. But noise is not the same thing as connection. Access is not the same thing as closeness. Being seen online is not the same thing as being known. And sometimes, the most lonely place to be is in the middle of a life that looks full. Because how do you explain that? How do you say, I feel alone, when the phone is full of names? How do you admit you feel disconnected when you have plans on the calendar? How do you tell people you miss being held emotionally without sounding dramatic? So you keep it moving. You answer the messages. You laugh at the right moments. You say, I'm good. You stay easy to be around. You keep the loneliness tucked under your personality so nobody has to feel weird about it. And damn, that gets heavy, because loneliness is not always about having no one. Sometimes it's about not feeling safe enough to be fully real with people who are already there. Sometimes it is being surrounded by people who know your schedule, but not your heart. People who know what you do, but not what is doing you in. People who can access you, but cannot actually meet you. And that kind of loneliness makes you question yourself. Like maybe you're asking for too much. Maybe you're too sensitive. Maybe everyone else is fine with surface level connection and you are the one making it deep. But no. Wanting to be known is not weakness. Wanting real connection in a world addicted to quick replies and casual check-ins is not embarrassing. It is human. And you are not needy for wanting someone to ask the second question. Not just, how are you? But more, no really, how are you holding up? You are not too much for wanting a place where you do not have to translate yourself into something more convenient. You are not dramatic for wanting to stop performing okay just to keep the room comfortable. We were not built to be this reachable and this unseen at the same time. That is the part that messes with us. Everybody can get to us, but not everybody can reach us. And there's a difference, a huge one. Because being contacted is easy, but being understood takes presence. Being followed is easy, but being loved well takes attention. Being included is easy, but being met takes depth. And maybe what you are craving is not more people. Maybe you are craving fewer fake places to put your energy. Maybe you do not need another conversation that stays on the surface. Maybe you need one honest one. One place where you can unclench. One person you do not have to entertain. One moment where your body does not feel like it has to keep the mask on. And until that shows up fully, do not confuse this season with your worth. Do not make loneliness mean you are unlovable. Do not make disconnection mean you are hard to care for. Do not make people's emotional laziness a verdict on your value. Some people only know how to meet the version of you that requires the least from them. And that does not mean the real you is too much. It means they are not deep enough water. And yeah, that might sting, but it's also freeing. Because the goal is to not be surrounded. The goal is to be connected. The goal is to not keep proving you are low maintenance enough to be chosen. The goal is to stop abandoning the parts of you that want more than crumbs. So today, in the middle of the noise, check in with the lonely part. Don't shame it. Don't rush to distract it. Don't hand it your phone and call that comfort. Ask it what it actually needs. Maybe it needs you to reach out to someone safe and say the real thing. Maybe it needs you to stop giving emotional access to people who only know how to skim. Maybe it needs you to take yourself somewhere quiet and admit, I miss me. Because sometimes, loneliness is not only about missing other people. Sometimes it's about being so busy being available to others that you have not been present with yourself. And you count too. Your own presence counts. Your own tenderness counts. Your own attention counts. Now, that does not replace community. We need people, we do. But it does remind you that we are not abandoned just because the world feels loud and shallow today. Come back to yourself. Then reach for what is real. Not the loudest thing, not the easiest distraction, not the people who make you feel alone while sitting right next to you. Reach for what actually meets you. And if you don't have it yet, keep making room for it. Keep telling the truth. Keep refusing to shrink your need for depth into something more convenient. The right connection will not require you to disappear. Now let's take a moment to breathe into that. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and send it to your chest. The part of you that has been aching to be known without having to perform for it. Hold it for a second. Now exhale through your mouth. Let the mask loosen. Now breathe into your throat, the place holding the words you keep swallowing because you do not want to sound needy. Hold it for a second. Now exhale slowly. Your need for connection is not a flaw. One more deep breath into your stomach, the place that knows when something feels real and when something feels empty. Hold it one last time. Now exhale. Come back to yourself in the middle of all this noise. Take this with you. Being surrounded is not the same as being held. You are not too much for wanting something real. And stop settling for crumbs from people who can't feed you.